Kids, we're live and we're following a car, Creed. We haven't.
Yeah.
That's it right there with them beautiful rims on it.
Murder suspect, I believe, is the case that they gave him. Allegedly.
Say.
Maybe.
So it's a 187, I believe they call that, Creed.
I believe you are correct.
But yeah, a live one happening now, and now that Creed's here, please allow me a few moments to do some things.
Yeah, do your thing. We're watching this with these
Murder
nice
suspect
Rams.
in the rear. He's a rear passenger in this truck that you're looking at. So
Oh, so he's not even the driver. He's like,
oh wow.
We have not seen
All right.
necessarily the person in the back, but you can tell the vehicle is
Interesting.
motoring through pretty quickly. This is West 99th Street. It's down near.
Yes, we
Inglewood.
are live. Share it out, would you?
The SoFi Stadium as they went by. So our
SoFi, that's where I
probably
was.
flying a little lower than normal due to flight path and restrictions. So sometimes it's a little bit difficult to see this person as they're driving around. They're approaching the 405, it looks like, going underneath there. So this area,
Mikey, I've got is yours a little shaky or is it just me? Because it very well could.
I can't.
Just a bit.
I mean, it looks fine, but anything's possible.
All right, you guys let me know if that's a thing. If not,
we're good. With police in pursuit. So this is LAPD in pursuit of this truck. And
it's a nice truck.
Going to see if we can pick. There it is, right there.
It's a beautiful.
So again, we're kind of trying to see if we can follow.
Totally good. Even better when we get a live chase.
The person was stuffing something under the seat.
Uh-oh.
They were able to see the person stuffing something under the seat. But there
could be a pew-pew. Could be anything.
People in this vehicle. So we don't know how the driver is necessarily involved. If the driver is also a suspect.
I mean,
it looks to be pulling. Did a U-turn.
Gosh, maybe they're a hostage. You could never know. I mean,
yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was thinking.
Officers having to do a U-turn, but there is an SUV.
So did a U-turn and going back. So they got to fly real low, so we get this kind of odd shot.
Air restrictions, baby. Air restrictions.
At least we get to see some of it.
This is in the Westchester area. It is a pickup truck that has a front and back seat.
Yes. Tell us more.
Really
it's got 4 wheels on it too. Hey, D.
Brief glimpse that we've gotten at it here, and so now we're going to try to see if
is Marcel working today.
To come through this intersection here again as well. There he is. Or nope, that's just a car. So now we're kind of at a loss.
Mary, thank you. Is it a little skippy too? All right.
Okay.
Let me just jump over to.
We have the vehicle.
Go ahead.
Here. Just a second. Thank you so much for the 10 bones. Appreciate you. Let me turn the volume up. Let me know if I need to adjust that volume.
Damage to the front right of the pickup, so maybe it hit.
Thank you, James.
But we
definitely have some damage there in the front.
Appears to be somebody in the back seat, or a passenger in this.
Is that what they call an avalanche?
We'll
go with that.
Really tell how many.
What do I know?
In this vehicle, but the vehicle has hit something throughout this chase.
Chase, God, you're smiling on us, Roger.
It is now.
They were just waiting for me to get back. That's all it was.
This is a good Friday, no doubt about that. Hello, Barb. Good to see everybody jumping in again. Please like this. If you're new here, subscribe, notifications on. Appreciate that.
Smary on the monetary monorail. Very good. Marcel, if you're here, give us a shout out.
You see there are other helicopters there as well. You can see the shadow in front. So this is a Chevy truck, and it has got a.
Yay! I got one! Yay!
Again, the relationship.
Figured it out. I can almost read it right there too.
I knew you could do it. Good shot here. Camera work is excellent.
Authorities and LAPD are in pursuit. We saw some smoke.
Smoke him if you got him. Bean, thank you. 5 bones. Look, we match.
Smoke dog.
We don't know where that smoke was coming from, but now we're making a left turn.
Probably pulling out a mad vape, bro.
Not sure that could be
Terminator.
Possibly that we're looking at. And again, a lot of overpasses through this area. So this person.
Yeah, you know how that works.
At this point, we've not watched any significantly risky moves.
But here's the thing. They said he was shoving something under the seat. What can it be?
You just briefly could see.
Yeah, we can see that the window's down just enough. You can see there is somebody in the back seat or somebody laying back pretty far in the passenger side anyways.
Definitely viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, Faye.
Faye. Have a great day.
Murder.
Murder, you say.
Dun, dun, dun.
They looked at. There's somebody. You can see a bit of movement in the back seat.
German trucker Alex, look at you. Yes, we're matching.
A bit driving. Movement.
Pierre, get up.
Speed, to be sure, certainly dangerous. But we have not.
It's not an SUV. It's not a truck. It's a suck.
Oncoming traffic. But we do know that LAPD is
high power stroke
behind this vehicle, and now you've got the driver reaching out, kind of adjusting the rear view mirror a bit.
Well, at least he's being safe.
Do you reach out to adjust your rear view mirror?
Not typically.
What was going on? Let's see how this person approaches this intersection now. So they're going to.
They approached it with grace and made a nice right turn. That's how they approached it.
Very nice work on his part.
We're going to see what happens here, approaching a bit of
not a car chase, just dropping some eggs on the ground for the kids later.
God, he's all over the road. Be careful.
Hi, a trucker sent me. Said y'all have some picturesque asses.
Continues to roll down the
That's
windows,
crazy.
adjust the rear view mirror a bit.
Who's handsome gifting 1 membership? Hallelujah.
Who's handsome? Thank you.
This is not one,
Who's handsome? 2 memberships. Hallelujah.
Mike, I saw that. Marcel, actually, I saw Marcel's post about that. A gigantic airship just sitting on the road. It was
as this Chevy truck
interesting one.
To elude authorities. We don't
Eric
know.
Bear.
They've pretty much been in this
Hello,
same
Tony.
general area in the South Bay that we've been watching.
Mikey, safe to
especially since
assume
we've been on the air, but
that this is a bit odd because murder
murder
suspects usually, when they've got some heat on them with some units right behind them, are usually a little wilding out a little bit more than what
Well,
we're
maybe
getting right now.
maybe I mean, this isn't unheard of. We had the one chase quite some time ago where a guy was driving and the murder suspect was in the passenger seat. So,
the phone with us. He is
you know, birds of a feather flock to you know what.
Josh, not nearly enough stuff to make this legit, but we'll see.
But
You kind of expect a body, right?
Aggressive in a move that we've seen.
D, I'll tell you why. It's very easy to get wheels if you have no credit, zero credit, anything, and you pay by like the month. Like we have these rent centers too, you know, for furniture and stuff and speakers, of course, big TVs, and Xboxes and PlayStations. You got to pay like 4 times the amount for, but you know it's okay because you only pay $20.
It's only $20 a month for the next 72 months.
Using the right turn lane.
And who's handsome? Very generous today. Love you, buddy.
Oh,
Thank you.
Tell you the guy won the lottery.
An aggressive move through.
Oof. All right, this is going to start getting dangerous because now the pressure is on him. It's right there.
And by the way, pull it. You got it. Spot on.
Doing the serpentine maneuver,
That's-
trying to get in
we'll
and
go
out
with
of
that.
traffic. Bruce Thomas
Look at that. A Chick-fil-A without a line out to the road. That's odd.
It's probably closed down.
There's a Circle K, though.
Probably out of business.
That's a
Well,
good point.
There's a couple of things to go on with this. We have a murder suspect in the vehicle. We don't know if he is controlling the driver and telling the driver to do. Is it an ally or is it a foe? So those are some big questions to do.
I'm a bigger fan of the chicken type of salad.
And you know,
sounds great.
when it comes to a carjacking, that you might be willing to pull your pursuit back just a little bit. Yes. Okay. Well, look,
Chris, what is Sup Dog? Oh, we've lost the completely. You're right. Yeah, we're gonna get some spark in here soon.
Those are some horrible tires, by the way. Terrible.
Had hit a spike strip, and so now that he's going the other direction, we can see that. So this vehicle is going to be not controlled.
So can we confirm that they carjacked this guy and the driver isn't even involved? I mean, we've
that's
carjacking.
The way that they're driving does not feel like they're really trying to get out. Yeah, D, that yeah, exactly.
Is going to be difficult to control for the driver if he chooses to go any faster. We've lost
Pass,
a
I'm
little bit
so
behind the
sorry about
building
that.
there, but
Oh,
again,
no
that
problem.
was some aggressive action in that he tried to drive in.
It makes you feel any better.
So even if
We'll
you
get at least a quarter of a cent
stop the
for it.
person,
That's
because
right.
You don't necessarily know the relationship.
We will feed our families with one kernel of corn.
That creates a lot of unknowns for the officers.
Oh, it definitely is. That isn't slowing them down, though.
There are a lot
It
of
seems.
unknowns about this.
He's definitely
One, is the vehicle gonna become
not
an
afraid
vehicle
to push it.
might
But are those rims as durable as a smaller rim. I mean, to me,
that's
that
a good
one would
question.
fall apart in huge
Because
pieces.
I was just going to say, Mark, listen, we've seen all four on the floor, if you will, and still being able to drive it for some reason, somehow, some way.
I mean, they got those hysterical rims on there. They're just like clown car rims and stuff.
For a long time, but that front end starts.
That's true. YouTube Premium is pretty amazing.
That wheel that's running,
And we actually make money from YouTube Premium people watching.
Very long, right? I mean,
Not much, but we make it.
Listen, if we got to, you can put if they're good pickles, you can put them right on for me. It's fine.
Most vehicles have braking systems in the front.
Good idea.
Not enough.
Dennis, good idea.
Will cause
Dennis, I know you're just returning. Good to see you, though.
flying down the rim.
Some very beautiful bridges we have seen today, Georgia and California. Thank you for reminding us.
We've seen the
Vast expanses, Creed.
vehicle will end. Will
One thing I learned when I was in LA last week is they put barbed wire around their street signs, like the ones on the overpasses, to keep people from getting to them to spray paint them. So it's like prison, like barbed wires everywhere.
Okay, that's amazing that you have that big of a problem. You got to do that, but I got it.
Now
That's true. We'll see if it just gets absolutely shredded.
that doesn't mean
By the way, make sure you like this video and share it out wherever you're watching from. It does us a huge solid, like Steven here. Good to see you, bud.
Look at this science, Marty. I like that. Larger wheels will dissipate more heat.
under the bridge. We follow
Science.
police. We can probably follow the suspect, and there he is again, Bruce. So
Yeah, it went from like 75 earlier down to 50 degrees now, and windy, very windy.
Really holding that thing steady, and you're not gonna
Mr.
go out of turn.
Grato,
That's
happy
the most
Friday.
difficult thing, when you have no rubber, there's no.
What'd you say about not having no rubbers?
Go straight.
I said, especially when you're picking up them girls on Fig, it's a little scary when you
I'm
don't have
telling
the
you, the night crew there is far and away the superior team. It's like a strip club. Daytime girls, not as good. Nighttime girls,
it locks up and seizes.
muy bien.
Now you've got a wheel that's turned, and you're going to be.
I was gonna say, now,
but what you're going to see
making a right turn makes the most sense, right? Because that's gonna.
I don't know. It looks really bad though. It looks like it's about to just fly off.
But if you make a left turn, you're putting all the weight on the passenger side rim.
I got a feeling no matter which way they turn, it's a bad idea.
Not
Just
gonna
stay
turn
straight,
very
man.
well.
Just stay straight till you hit the ocean.
We've now
I think
passed
that's a good
104th
idea.
Street there. As this slows down,
Caught up with all of you guys.
and as you are a little bit more deliberate in direction with this suspect, who again is a.
I don't think they're going fast enough to get a flip out. Although they were booking it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, now we are down a tire, and that never helps out on the acceleration. But
I'm okay with a flip, by the way.
Here we go.
Thank you,
I'm
Stacey.
all right with that.
ooh,
With only
he might hit an innocent civilian, which we do not want to see.
the rims
No.
are starting to show some damage
That's
there
for
on that
sure.
passenger front side as well. But again, back to the SWAT part, they're going to be in
Oh,
that
ran a
area
stop
now,
sign. How
right? And
dare
much
you.
more,
I mean,
able
that's
to
it's going to add to his charges, bud.
when this ends.
Yeah, they're getting all their assets in place. K9 units, TNT team,
T-Row!
negotiating team.
Getting all their people in there.
Cole, we say that all the time. I don't know why we're not using more technology. Oh, I just
Yeah, you did a Creed frame. It was great. Just for a second, though.
I'm
Just
glad
for a
that they're not using more technology because that gets more chases for us. But I mean, it's kind of crazy with all the
See
different-
that EBT sign right there, Creed? I
Yeah.
saw something I've never seen in my entire life. Fast food places take EBT in California.
Well, I'm getting on the EBT system in California.
I was like, my God, you could, I mean, any like fast food place, you use EBT. I was blown away.
Love that.
Now continuing.
Hello, Shelley.
Here.
Shall I?
What a great way to start the weekend. Let's hope this is, just a sign of a good weekend to come.
Westchester.
That's what I'm
Maybe it's going to be big, baby. Maybe it's going to be big.
And this person, they are at where? LAX, did you say? We were listening to our producer.
Oh no, they're near LAX.
They continue to remain near LAX, and Bruce, that's behavior.
Smart
that is
on their
somewhat
part.
Typical in that most.
And I kind of think maybe they're looking for somebody's house or going to somebody's house. We're talking about heading to Mama's, maybe.
Yeah. I heard that for the 187s, they typically will not pit.
geographic area.
Well, I mean, we notice they don't pit if they think the person has a pew or any kind of weapon, basically.
In Florida, you can get fast food also.
The McDonald's offers it because I saw it, like McDonald's, anywhere. We'll take it. I can't believe it. Chase junkie. What's giving it?
Bruce, if this is a murder suspect and there is the possibility, some reports out there that this person is armed with a rifle, that would
a long pew
eliminate the possibility of a pit.
Yeah, it's huge, massive signs all over the place about UBT.
You can't
at McDonald's.
You got to be careful. You got to
Jack
make
in the
sure
Box.
you're not at risk, surrounding public not at risk, and something like that. What would the procedures be?
Yeah, I think you might be right, Red Shirt.
This person had a weapon.
Mayor, thank you.
One, if you do a pit maneuver,
Because murder suspects usually go with weapons. No, they usually travel around with them. Isn't that a thing?
We typically don't see a long rifle unless it's like one of those automatic weapons. We have seen that a lot.
Now you have an armed suspect, a high-grade felony armed suspect there.
Oh, look at that shot with the chopper coming up like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we had there was one that was real late at night, like 3 a.m. our time, anyways, I think. Or 3 a.m. their time, I'm not sure. And then we had the stolen, the second stolen police car in a week. Also, I think that was this week, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, there was one when I was on my way home from California.
But at the same time, there are a lot of variables that must be considered.
I saw a missing
and protect.
we're doing a that is not no. Oh boy.
Boy, that's a tough turn.
No, you want to go the other way, and you want to go over to Rico's Taco. Yeah, if you're going to do any more of that, make it a left turn.
I think that was a huge mistake.
Very valid point. They've run the plates. They'll know with good certainty, probably, I would guess, how the suspect might be related to
Robbie.
They correct?
Robbie. Good Friday, everyone.
Getting as much.
Whoa! What are we doing
on that vehicle?
Okay,
what are we doing?
It's almost as if this driver is probing.
It's like riding around with Chris. Oh, nope, this isn't our exit.
Again now.
Did it not look like they were just going to drive off that bridge?
It did, but I guess maybe it was an exit. I don't know.
Going to get back on the freeway, I can't imagine without having any rubber on that front right tire. We do know that this person ran into somebody near National when they were driving National and
ran into somebody, hopefully into their vehicle.
Yeah, not the actual person.
We did see this person kind of bump somebody when he was passing on the right. Kind of ran into somebody who was trying to make a right turn before you joined the Bruce. So the person has a couple of incidents where they've run into
chiropractors really doctors
the commute here on this chase, on this pursuit. But right now, the person just seems to be continuing to poke and prod and look for different ways to.
Oh, look, Creed, they're at the car wash. Oh.
And
car wash, yeah.
Another intersection that was at least with the light. But the way this guy is driving, this person is driving, it is.
I'm thinking that. They're smoking now. Oh, that was from earlier. Oh, that must have been when the tire was
off. Yeah.
They ran over a somewhere along the way. It also could have been, I suppose, when they ran into.
This is Joey Malone. We just passed a Jack in the Box. By the way, tacos $2 for $1 again, but you got to get them through the app, which is not
damage to the front vehicle.
Awesome to me.
And then that tire, front right passenger tire, was slowly going flat.
Yeah, they went by SoFi a second ago. Of course they did. Why not? I'm not there.
Yeah, now that you're gone.
On the right, some of the
naturally
from earlier, maneuvering through intersections, hitting people, making unsafe.
Hitting people. Whoa. Let's not go crazy.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think that this person driving
speed are not really possible due to the condition of the vehicle
has been carjacked or something of the
possible reports of an
something. They're definitely not driving the way you would expect.
Yeah, a lot. Even though there's been like some erratic moves and stuff, it's almost like somebody's telling them to make those erratic moves.
Hesitant, you would
say.
No.
Yes.
Unsure what they're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Exactly. With an armed suspect.
And why else would the person be behind them? You know what I'm saying? In the back seat.
This person.
Yeah, so you can have a pew to their head, basically.
You
kind
don't
of thing.
Put officers in front of the vehicle because if there is a weapon involved, that again puts them in the possible crossfire.
Correct. You have
great game, by the way.
Situation, which is something you don't want.
I don't know. We haven't got a close enough shot to really know.
You don't want to force them into
Hey, Moose.
Moose.
Deadly force action.
Yes, I'm on the case.
Just end this peacefully.
He's like, oh, one more thing.
Hands up, handcuffs. We're done. We really.
Well, we've seen worse. It's still going at least. And quit making those. Okay, no, that's the proper turn. We've got somebody on the side of the road fixing their car. I see.
Or fixing their house.
Not least of which
Well, that could be their house. That's a good point.
As a whole, you don't want anybody in that neighborhood. If it is a rifle that there is in that vehicle, there are so many walls that those shots could go through. It could cause, just collateral damage that you don't want. So as Bruce is saying, nobody wants a shooting here. Officers would love to see this end as quickly as possible.
Awesome.
Clearly, this is going to end because that vehicle is.
Have you been in an Uber or Lyft accident? If so, call Uber lawyers.
You can almost see if we were on the other side from.
They're saying that this vehicle. I mean, it's bad. It's she leaning good, and yes, that's blown out. But we've seen vehicles much worse go for much longer times than this.
But here's the thing, Creed. I think these rims are going to work against this vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
It's got it propped up higher on this one side, so it's pushing the other side down
more
lower.
Yeah.
So it's going to hit the ground a lot sooner than it typically would.
Well, stop by Avis and rent a new vehicle then. Why not?
That works.
Break off completely. So this vehicle
they are too.
Breaking up is hard to do.
Smitty! 20 big ones, thank you. Hallelujah. The black thanks.
There's just something about Smerry.
Thank you.
Oh, fine. Mary. There you go.
And look at that. It's OG Sean White. OG Sean White, ladies and gentlemen. OG Sean White.
Making an amazing decision, whereas you can as well. Don't forget to become a subscriber to Credence and Mikey channel on the YouTubes. We're going to have our members only today at 5:30. And you can get
from LA.
All the dirtiest dirt from LA trip.
Georgia, I think I could be wrong. I usually am. But I believe they are very much less aggressive when it's a murder suspect because it is pretty dangerous.
I mean, they're talking about a rifle, so they must have an idea instead of just saying he's got a regular pew-pew.
Are barred from entering that area because
that'd be my guess.
Operations of the airport. But what we have seen, we did see there are some additional units that are kind of funneling this suspect vehicle, saying, make a right turn.
I heard a little bit about the dispensary, by the way.
Maybe trying to funnel him or her.
It was a great story about the dispensary.
Hello, Jim.
Additional spike strips.
Congratulations, 10 months of member Power Stroke. Look at you.
Heading into
Larissa, lovely to see you.
Good to see everybody.
We're gonna go jump on a flight, are we? And
because I can imagine
tons of beautiful overpasses here.
Murder suspect.
It's hard to see.
Law enforcement wants him getting into one of the terminals.
Oh, yeah, he's close to the airport.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's right at the airport.
I mean, we all remember the chase where they were out on the tarmac.
But if this person were to get into the terminal of the airport, this is going to become a huge,
he's right in it.
This would have been if I'd have flew out of LAX. This is what would have happened.
If he gets real close, or if he runs into like a terminal, they'll probably stop pretty much everything, won't they?
Oh God, they'll have to shut down the airport. I wish we could see where the hell he's going. Come on, man.
Fred, look at you.
I'm not
Fred. And making some really good choices today, you guys. I know Mikey said, I'm going to say it again, 5:30 East on the main channel. There's the vehicle going against the traffic, by the way. Members only. Look at it. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Look how it's turned inside.
Oh, that's
holy.
Not good.
I told you these rims are going to work against this car.
Yeah.
Heat distribution, my ass.
A massive issue for the vehicle.
Hi, Carol. How you doing, Carol?
Nothing happened to him. He's working and
He's
got a family.
Man. He works a lot, Carol.
Oh, there it goes. It's coming off. Oh God, don't miss the shot of it coming off Marcel.
Yeah, that's what we call the money shot.
The money shot, baby. Yeah, we figured out who you were, Dave.
I'm kind of glad he's going away from the
that
airport right now.
Yeah, especially if he's armed. That's the last thing we need. Is him in a large group of people with a pew pew.
PJ with 4 months, you guys. I love it. Thank you so much.
Okay, and he is now alone in his lane here, except
stay in your lane, bro.
The amount of traffic, and somehow has
if we get the speeds up, he's going to wreck into something. I can tell.
It's going to have to like throw it off. Like it's going to have to like. But again, I don't know. Maybe go up on it. I don't know. It's crazy.
That is in, we believe, the back seat, the passenger seat of this Chevrolet pickup truck, not driving.
Like literally fire. Like
belief that
it was fire that walked in there and ate.
We do not know. We don't. Maybe
damn fire.
We don't know the relationship.
Those arrogant SOBs. I know every time I see a flame of fire go walking down that street or walking to a restaurant, I'm like, I'm out of here. Hell with that. They serve those kind of people around here.
I'm like, he thinks he's hot, don't he?
Yeah, he thinks he's hot shit, doesn't he?
Of this, as far as what we can think of for police.
But don't let me forget to tell you the Will Ferrell story that my waitress told me about when he came in there.
Nice.
That's definitely members only.
By the way, one Creed frame while Mikey was gone. Oh, that was a nice little red car there.
Oh no! Oh no! We're stuck under the bridge. We're gonna
I
make
don't
it
know.
out. Everybody's hauling ass out of his way.
It got it. Made it.
There we go.
Oh, door open. Door is ajar.
Oh, is he gonna get out? Is he gonna get out? Is he gonna? Oh, remember the last time somebody jumped out of a car, it didn't end well.
Of course.
Come on,
right
come
in the way.
on,
Keep going. 2 more feet. 5 more feet.
Come on.
A couple more feet, please.
Just, I see him running. Oh, perfect.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
We've seen this
There's
before.
a woman too. There's a woman too. Two women. That car's back, and we just carjacked another car.
No, not a carjacking for sure. They were ready to go. They backed up a little bit.
There's no way.
No, that was planned. It was 100% planned.
This now looks like some sort of accomplice.
It was.
Oh my God.
For sure. They opened that door so nonchalant. Larry!
Did you see the two Wermans?
In the vehicle.
Them girls were thick, son.
They were ready.
Saw them backing up. They may have been in communication on the phone, somehow trying to get
how?
Saw the door.
Hey, not the first time that we've seen something like that. I mean, it's rare.
I mean, you're getting involved with this shit, really? Oh my God! No, we got a fresh car, good 4 tires. Let's see it go.
Yeah, we've done the code right to get the new vehicle. Everything's good to go.
It's
Hopefully
a crime wave. We're witnessing a crime wave right in front of us.
Oh, what do you guys think in the chat? Am I right about that? I don't think that was a carjack.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I think it looked like they walked up. They were ready to go. It's a good pit stop. The Wermans ran off.
Now you've got a very, very real problem here, Bruce.
Right? That's what I thought, that they backed up a little bit.
If you're back to square one, you're chasing a healthy vehicle.
Take 2, and now the speeds have increased just a little bit.
Yeah, now they've got all their hearts back. They're at 100%. You know, we're going to start wearing them down again.
But now, do you treat the suspect?
Who said this was going to be over in 2 minutes? By the way,
Yeah.
You blew it. You blew it.
Let's back it up.
Do your tactics change?
Hopefully, we'll see. Wow.
Because now
This guy has a network of accomplices.
I say so. Smary, thank you. Another 20 bones. Look at you. My God. Love you too. Amazing. Thank you.
Holy mackerel.
Today's chase brought to you by Smary.
Ending this, the safety of his life,
yes,
the public, the police, everybody involved. So,
by the way, I want to make this announcement. Today's Florida Friday for We Gotta Chase is officially canceled for the day.
Yeah, this will definitely be it because I don't see it ending anytime soon, and we're getting very close to showtime.
Helen, have I ever told you about J&J Mufflers? Right next to the Dollar General.
Helen. Hello, Helen.
Quickly on
we're going to look for a pit? Really?
We'll have to rewatch.
A lot of traffic.
We'll have to rewatch that.
This is at La Brea and Arbor, and the suspect getting
yes, thank God for cell
It
phones.
is a green light, but navigating through that congestion.
Marcel, can you make sure they put up both
and police
them
are
getting out of the vehicle earlier?
Yeah, can we do a
picture in picture?
side by side, please?
Another
See
drive,
that.
turning on the right there.
I'd appreciate
Terminator,
it.
19 months of member.
Again,
Thank you.
same general
Amazing.
Another little minivan there on the left.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, if they, I'm sure that they will re-rack that at some point. We'll get to be able to analyze that a little bit. Damn. Yeah, who do you even call to get you out of that? Like, it's one thing to call somebody to tell them you need to go to the clinic or that you need to get out of the huchka. You know,
Hey, I got a flat tire. Can you come
Right.
help me out?
But you know, I'm gonna-
no.
car chase. I need you just to pick me up real quick, please.
And to have them waiting in a certain place like that. I mean, wow.
Oh, that was
It took-
pretty crazy.
It took a lot of planning for sure. I mean, this guy's probably an idiot, but wow. Way to go.
Somehow this person.
Did anybody see him with a pew pew in his hand, by the way?
Oh, I hope somebody is analyzing that video right now. This is Clive Barker.
Hello, this is Clyde Barker, and you're listening to the Credence and Bishop Show. Enjoy.
Becky, awesome. Yeah, we love being able to everybody gifted memberships. It's awesome. We appreciate that. Glad you got one.
I think it said last month we had 187, ironically, gifted memberships.
This vehicle, if you're just now joining us, back.
Oh, could you imagine if it was his mama?
Get in this car, baby. We got to go.
Yeah. Got to make some miles here.
So we do have.
Oh my God! All these anniversaries, Ulysses, 19 freaking months, you guys.
All these top tier OGs.
The two women we saw.
In
our note, I'm having a hard time believing that this is a carjacking of this Mazda.
I don't think it is.
No,
Bruce. When we were watching it, I think you saw it as well. It looked to me like the Mazda backed up to pick up this person.
Yeah, so why are you saying that you think that it is? And Gamer for Life, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's. Oh, here we are. There it is.
All right.
They just backed up.
So that was him.
And look how fast he just ran straight to the back. I don't.
Somebody try to get out of the passenger side too. Watch the passenger side door come open.
He doesn't have anything in his hands.
No, definitely not.
I think that person may have yelled something to the ladies, maybe something like that.
They're like, "Run, bitch, run!"
That vehicle that backed up to them. Now our.
Do you think for a second they thought about getting in the car too?
I think so. I think that was probably the plan.
I think to Bruce's point, there's so much to be sorted out.
Hallelujah, Twisted Sifter. 2 months.
Before you know it, it'll be 20 months.
Mayor gifted out some fivers of there. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Very interesting case. This Mazda SUV that is on the run, aggressively driving.
Did the dude on the news not completely go against what he was saying? Was he not saying that he thought that it was a carjacking?
Yeah. He went with that to start with. Maybe they told him there, hey, don't say that in case it's not and you look like an ass or make us liable for something.
This is going to be very interesting. A quick right turn here now into either a
Carol Small, the fire hater. She's racist against the fire.
Fear the flame, Carol. Fear the flame.
Congratulations, 20-month member, Carol. I'm so sorry. Fast and Furious coming through here. 560 of you total, by the way, across all the platforms.
20 months is the top tier. You can't be any longer than that. That's it. 20 and 19, those are our OGs.
Right on the heels of this vehicle. And because they are in that area, Bruce, they could possibly throw another spike strip with possibility because they've stayed.
I don't know. Listen, you have more opportunities when you're on these roads. I mean, I don't know really what your opportunities are other than running into that terminal would have been obviously a terrible idea, but
you don't see the driver get out. You see the passenger open, but no one ever exits.
That's interesting because we can't see it from there. So that was not the driver. That's the dude that was in the back seat.
Oh, he definitely
I like that the one lady's got her purse on her shoulder still.
Yes.
If you look at the vehicle,
Very important.
he gets into the back. Now watch the passenger side front.
Like he's yelling to them to get in or
so
something.
no one gets
Yeah.
out, and then the car drives away. So there could be 2 people in the front and 1 in the back.
Man, if you look at that guy, you get a good look at him, and you know right away this guy's got really nice hair.
He had beautiful hair.
Good point. DJ, you know, they have not said very much info about
It looks like the passenger window is down. Either way,
about that.
incredible what we watched in that moment, because Bruce, I have to admit, I thought the chase was
I gotta
about to
get
end
caught up with
right at that
everybody. I'm
spot.
so sorry.
too. I
The
thought that was
suspect
it, but
over,
boy, were we wrong.
standoff, and then he jumped out and ran straight to that vehicle. Again, law enforcement is calling this a car.
Some of the racist comments in the chat of some of our lovely. Oh, are they selling jerseys right there, by the way? Did you see that hanging on the side?
World's most dangerous chat, indeed.
Yes, if you guys could maybe zap some of those, appreciate that.
Yeah, that'd be
maybe,
nice.
You know, Sorat is one of them.
I know, you know, it's a dangerous chat, but that's a little too dangerous.
Yeah, a little bit.
Slightly.
And we are going to
Yeah.
continually
If anybody's being racist, it might be time for them to have a little timeout.
You know, it's one thing for Carol to hate the people of fire, right?
I think there may be
Yes,
2
but-
or
That's one
3
thing.
people in that vehicle, possibly.
No, I think there was 4.
Which,
Don't
again,
mind the
with
McDonald's.
tinted windows
I think there
in
were
the
4.
back,
There was the driver that did not get
it
out,
reaches its end
the murder
point
suspect that
after
got out with the beautiful hair that ran in, and the 2 beautiful women. The one that almost looked like she was TOPLESS. But I saw that.
I mean, she was.
facing, because you don't really
She nearly blacked
Yeah.
both her eyes with them things.
We,
approach of
we,
law
we
enforcement.
nearly went
You don't
black and
quite
never came back from
know
seeing
when
some
it comes to
boobs.
standoff or engaging
Them things nearly dislodged.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, you want to control.
It's pretty impressive to
And you're
get that
controlling
done. But
You're
if you've
controlling
got
it
that many
because
people in the
you
vehicle,
want to
though,
keep the unknowns from happening.
And you know those 2 women had to be nabbed, right? I mean, they didn't look like they were fleet of foot, so to say.
I mean, listen, you do it one time, it's entirely possible to get that done twice. But so far, I don't think they're going to need it.
2 people in the car, but is that 2 people in addition to
Don't forget, we got that members only today at 5:30 on Credence and Mikey channel on YouTube.
Main channel,
make
we call that.
Make
Chris,
sure you're there for that.
You could be right. We didn't see it exactly, but I'm going to take their word for it because I think it makes more sense that he was not the driver, and he's still not the driver. But we'll see. Hopefully, we'll find out.
So we'll figure out the number of people in the car as we go.
Hopefully, it ain't a slew of people like before.
With what they're saying on the scanner and what authorities are saying is possible. And again, they're calling this a carjacking, but
And don't call it a comeback.
perspective of it, it was a strange sequence of events to watch the vehicle.
Well, you don't see that every
Someone
day. I mean,
jumped
that's,
in,
you know, it's
and very
like
possibly-
organized crime there. I mean,
maybe the
you know.
driver was trying to get out of
Again,
the back.
this guy must have a vast network of henchmen.
Dare get back in here and drive, but who knows? They're calling it carjacking, and they're saying there are 2 people in the vehicle, but we'll
Okay.
say at least 2 people in the vehicle at this point. You
Well,
the vehicle once
yeah,
again,
we saw
it's
that
Mazda
there's
SUV,
obviously a
once
driver,
again, still near the airport,
and
still
somebody
in
opened up
same
the
general area. And did you see
passenger
that was
side.
an aggressive move by law enforcement to jump up because it looked
No,
like he was trying to
no,
right
the
turn
dude
in.
stopped and he didn't notice it. Oh, we're in traffic now,
Mm.
Mikey. Look out.
Deep in the traffic.
In the center of the vehicle, up or on the road, up on the
For real, guys, though, viewer discretion is advised. It's a live one. We don't know what's going to happen. Threading the needle there.
We don't want any innocent people being hurt. If you're committing a crime and you get hurt, guess what? That's on you. What are we doing? Oh
I know
no.
We're pulling into a parking spot, and of course we can't. Oh, that's a gap. Is it a no?
I can't tell.
Have we pulled? Nope. Now we're pulling back out. These are stupid decisions being made here.
I mean, pulling out's you know, sometimes it's a good decision, sometimes it's not.
Back on the road, trying to get away.
It's personal opinion.
And we again have high rates of speed here. And again, if you're just joining us,
Don't mind that
you know,
McDonald's,
this
you
is
guys.
a somewhat difficult chase to watch from Air 7 HD because of the flight restrictions that are.
I think they're doing a great job.
Here we go. Now we're into oncoming traffic. People
Again.
on the right of way. This person driving through the red light. A person there in the sidewalk, in the crosswalk, stopping for all the authorities.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it depends on how big your network is. I mean, I guess that's entirely possible.
SUV trying to get away back.
Thank you.
Regular
Reminds me, please.
Back on the right side
like
of the road, but showing
this.
Yes, please. Like, my God.
My God.
Into oncoming traffic if necessary.
Whose horn was that? Power Stroke, thank you. 5 votes.
Now that's interesting. On to oncoming traffic around the left turn lane to keep that person from going that direction. So, Bruce, that's an example, it seems, of what you were talking about.
Bruce.
Get this person to go in a certain place.
Yeah,
For sure. I will say this. Seven's got the best shot.
No resources from other
By far.
Even other
Marcel knows what's up.
Mutual aid
Yeah, he does.
to get them, hey, block Manchester, block Florence, whatever street it may be, so we can kind of funnel this person
Block
in an area.
6 from sending me messages.
Hey, I understand. Oh, is he telling you that there's a live chase? Because that's usually what happens about a half an hour after we're on. Listen, I understand if it's a murder suspect, not to be too aggressive with them and not doing a.
But we just saw him with nothing in his hands. I mean, and they were saying a rifle. People.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, man, that's a good point.
You know,
but why are we not trying to at least get some sticks on the tires? You know what I mean? Like I find that.
Because for a second I thought they were like bottling him up, like getting him in, having people in positions to kind of force his hand where he was going to go. And now it seems like no, he's not doing that. Oh wow, right into that red car. Oof.
Well, there was a couple of little boo-boos there in the original car, and then they found another one, Amy. They're in number 2 now. It's been pretty crazy so far.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Karen?
SUV. There were 2 women that jumped out of the truck.
I don't know how that works.
And we don't know their relationship.
There's a lot of different, moving pieces there.
And someone else is driving. So the murder.
Yeah, he backed up. Yeah, 100% backed up.
Oh yeah. And he ran towards that like he knew he was getting
in.
The
person is trying to navigate through and against the light, and now into the turn lane.
My goodness. Make sure you like this video, guys. Please do us a huge favor if you would.
So now,
yeah, it was just weird how he said that, because it was almost like he was, that's not a carjack, and then he's like, well, no, it's not.
Yeah, he's changed his mind like 3 times that this is either a carjacking or that this was a planned escape.
I mean, that would be absolutely insane if the news, did a slight, get it going a little bit. There's enough here to not have to be making up shit. You know what I mean?
Continuing to go through the same area, he'll probably see that.
You almost wonder about the 2 women if. You have to wonder maybe they weren't involved, and they were trying to get away from that guy. I don't know.
The way we were analyzing the driving earlier, it seemed as if, I don't know. It's odd. Although this is much more in line with somebody that's wanted for murder as far as the driving that's going on now.
That's going to be much better. But every time he goes through an intersection,
yes. People at risk. Thank you. Hallelujah. You make such great. It's a great idea.
It's called a business decision. You just made it.
Here at lunchtime. And so now you.
Hey, this is Dave the Flav.
Good old Dave.
Carjack this vehicle, alleged carjacking. It is possible. There you go.
The last time you ran, Creed.
Now on Manchester. So that's got to be an interesting thing in the vehicle.
Yeah, these dudes from around here, you think, are keeping it local?
Turn one direction.
Seems that way.
Because law enforcement's already there. Bruce, at what point does the futility of this begin to set in? But no, go back here, 7. There was a U-turn. They did a U-turn right there.
Oh wow, he's watching. Yeah, they did. Wow, gosh, did you see that?
Great camera work.
Oh, God.
The suspect was able to do it.
And you said it right there, sir. Great camera work. Fantastic camera work.
Marcel's amazing.
Best in the business.
Mikey, all right for just a second? Got 700 of you in here.
Yeah. I'm about to finish this banner, and I'll talk to everybody. Hauling ass, both cheeks, kids. Both cheeks. Creed gets up and Creed frames immediately.
I thought for a second there he was going to come across the lane. So here we are on a street, looks like Main Street.
Down on Main Street.
On 86th.
While that's buffering, we'll jump over here real quick to as soon as Creed's feed comes back, we'll jump to that. Good to see everybody. By the way, We've said this once, we'll say it a million times. We do not want anything to happen to innocent people. But if you're out here committing crimes and running wild, you get what you deserve, pal. And let's hope they are keeping track of all these infractions, U-turns, and things of that nature. We can't be letting this go.
Through a crosswalk there again, you start to wonder about schools, parks, and areas for kids that are just out and about. Here on spring break, it's Good Friday.
Spring break, baby. Spring break.
But driving into the turn lane again at 98th Street and Main, into the oncoming traffic lanes. Looks like there's some damage to the front of this vehicle. So now we see on another side street.
I can't tell if there's damage or not.
That was going to try to go down that alleyway there.
Thank you, Nancy.
In many cases, you don't have room for two people to go by because you've got so many people parked on the road, and it's usually an exchange of opportunity for.
I thought we were going to pull another Yui, but no, I didn't.
Quick right turn, going down a street.
Thank you, Bob. Glad to be back.
Main Street here, which
good shot right there,
is going to Century. That's Century, crossing Century, and then making a left turn, and then now we're on Century, back onto one of the main streets there, and here we go again. But we've seen opportunity for.
If you hear him saying something that's not accurate, it's because we're listening to Creed's audio and watching. No, McDonald's watching my video. So
Bruce, I mean, again, we're still trying to figure out the relationship with the people in the vehicle. So they're probably going to gather that information.
Maybe a lover
plates on this vehicle. Yes,
maybe. Go ahead. Anybody?
Have we lost Bruce?
Bruce, are you there?
I lost you guys just for a second.
Okay, sorry about that. But again, same story as the first. You run the plates on the Chevy to find out.
Of course, we go 40-something minutes, 0 issues. Still, Creed wants to leave for 2 minutes.
It completely froze. Had a little ring of death and everything. So I'm like,
Mike, I'm going to jump to yours just for a second. I just want to make sure that we are. I just want to
refresh
that real quick just to make sure, because we get yelled at if we're off by 5 seconds, because for some reason that's a thing.
Stu's on. Good. I would love to jump to Stu, but his channel sometimes isn't as friendly as other channels. Nothing Stu did.
Hello, Alfredo. I'm glad you had time to jump in the chat while you're driving. Doing good so far.
It's my Alfredo. Good to see you, friend. Gabagool. Another woman driver, you think?
Interesting. Man's got a lot of ladies around him. I like it.
He's got a harem. A harem, I tell you.
The bus, and then
I think that is very common for the murder suspects. There's a pretty good shot.
With some caution, but still driving in the lane. Trying to see if
he's kind of leaning.
Is a person in a white T-shirt. Or if that may be
so there's at least 3 in there.
I'm trying to see a better shot, but I'm not seeing it.
Who's driving? Yep, it looks like there is a person in the front seat, and if I'm remembering correctly, the person who was on the run was wearing. I can't remember if they were
getting a little squirrely there.
I remember they had dark hair, so maybe if we happen to see that as this,
keep it going.
Yeah, keep those likes help us out so much. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Almost 700 people here. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Front seat, and when we re-rack, we'll see exactly what the person was wearing and see if it's.
I'd say a good chance. I mean,
moved from the back. No, so okay. We have a black shirted T-shirt.
All right, so there was somebody in the front opening the door.
T-shirt in the front with the woman driving. So Bruce, I'm back to thinking there are 3 people in this vehicle.
Yeah, Philip, that's a great observation, and I would concur with that. As the suspect was wearing,
Creed, can we concur with that?
In the rear, you have a driver, a passenger, and then
all right, the driver's on a phone, maybe hooking up another ride.
That is kind of
maybe bitching up a storm, throwing up some hands there. Could be a woman.
It could very well be. She's wearing a hat because it's a bad hair day.
Possible, especially when you're the getaway driver. You kind of want to make sure. Why does mine keep doing that? So annoying.
And your conjecture is true.
Oh, baby.
Matt, you are amazing. Thank you. Hallelujah.
Release the hounds.
Making a phone call.
Put
for
them
another
dogs on them.
Exchange.
Get them dogs out.
Have another vehicle to get out there. Because as we've all seen, when you stay in the same community, wow.
Wow, look at all that trash
Yeah.
on the street.
Wow, that was a lot of trash. Yes, wow.
And there's a pedestrian.
Seen a lot of that while I was in LA too.
Driving through. So the general public.
I don't think. I mean, the vehicle's fine though, unless they're running low on the fuel ski.
Yeah, tires seem all right. We did. I mean, I couldn't confirm that the grill was gone when we started, but there's no grill.
Occupied.
Well, Gumbo, she's a beaut. I'd like to know what happened to the hood there. It looks like a lot of.
Somebody's
That's
beating
wrong.
that thing hard.
In the back seat. So there could be 3 people in this vehicle. We're
Yes.
told by
Avis, how
authorities
quick
only
can
2.
we get a car?
See
Like,
another
I'm
turn,
talking like seconds
right
wise.
side
How many?
vehicle, you see the damage to the hood.
I mean, if they're a gang member, maybe that'll come into play.
That is a
My
possibility.
God, yeah,
Well-
look at that hood. Is it made out of tin foil?
I think it might be. But the way that she was, or he,
Now we see the driver on the phone. You
Could
have to
be.
assume that there's the possibility this might
my
happen.
man. Look at that. Edwin even made it here today.
Maybe she's ordering $700 baseball tickets. She wants to get to the game tonight.
That's entirely possible.
This could be a relative
Mm.
who is in.
I like that this could be a lover.
Could be a mom. or
That
an
could
aunt or
be.
a
We can
sister.
just start making up shit like they are now.
Yeah, might as well.
I mean, at this point, they're a fan of basketball. There is an Air Jordan, I believe, in the back of the window there.
Oh, I thought
or
for a
just some
second you
random person doing a long walk.
I thought you were going to say that there was that Michael Jordan was driving. I was like, Michael Jordan,
No.
why is he bringing that into this?
No, I just think I got a
Another
decal.
person appears to be off the phone. Both hands on the wheel that you can see. there.
GTH, thank you. Missed that one. Thank you, Bane. Appreciate you for letting us know.
This could be.
Unfortunately, we can't see when people gift memberships.
Yeah.
So if you guys can tell us, we would appreciate that.
And it could also be.
Good old
I'm gonna-
GTA.
How many months do you think they've been paying on those rims that are now only 3 decent ones?
Chase, Bruce, in that we thought it was almost
What do you
over.
mean? Still paying? They probably got him last week.
Bruce, when we see a
Good point.
carjacking, there is some manner of resistance by the person being carjacked. Here we go into oncoming traffic through another intersection.
Heck yeah. Oh, I'm on with you there. That's a worming drive.
Usually there's some manner
All right.
of
What if he called for an Uber
open the
and had the Uber wait, and then he jumped in the back and said, "I got to pee pee, go."
That vehicle's not an Uber.
is that the only
Oh,
I like your
surprised.
thinking.
your door.
I like your thinking,
The
but
suspect jumped into the rear of this vehicle, and without anything, the passenger side closed.
that's right. Welcome to We Got a Chase. Today it is not Florida Friday. We're in California with a live one.
Yeah, that's right. If you're here for We Got to Chase, well, then you're in the right place because we've been on this for the last 52 minutes.
54.
That's got to be a record for 2023.
Speaking of records, I was just going to say, Dave, you've been in here for quite a while without even being blocked. So
Kudos to you.
so far,
But if he says something out of line, feel free to block him for a little while.
Just for a little while.
Attempt to get out of that vehicle as those
Just for a
two
few
women
seconds.
ran straight by.
boobs.
Yeah, baby.
Authorities.
Wormans.
Now we're looking at what authorities are calling a carjacking, but looked nothing.
Yeah, I don't know about that carjacking scenario. I don't think that's a
Carjacking
Well,
we've ever witnessed.
Clarified that a little bit then. So they said
Getting
We're having some issues, technical issues coming from Chopper 7. We'll just jump over here till Creed comes back. Oh, there he is.
right or left, basically.
You
that's
went really
Creed bouncing
fast. You went really fast all of a sudden. Like, it's pretty crazy. Not gonna lie.
Okay, so that's Imperial
We'll sit here until
Safety
your
Road.
picture clears up. Then we'll know you're good.
That
good
is
idea. If I need to
a
refresh
pretty
it.
easy road to drive. So we're getting a really good look into the driver who is navigating this.
All right, I
and
think we're
we
safe
see
to go
the
back
white
to you.
suit shirt person
For the
to her
second.
right. We cannot see into the back seat. That is where
Well, we know who.
believe
At least one
the
person's in the
murder
back seat. We
suspect
watched him get
jumped
in there.
into the vehicle.
No air conditioning, by the way, in this car.
Yeah.
Away from the truck.
Must be a
So,
lift
Bruce,
then,
this is-
right?
at this
Yeah,
point,
you can smoke in the car if you like.
not the case at this
Absolutely.
point. Officers are
Smoke 'em
just
if you
trying
got
to
'em.
Find a way to navigate them into where they can.
If you're wanted for murder, you're more than welcome to get a free ride.
Yeah, that's correct. You know, Imperial Highway.
Come on, baby, get a free ride. Yeah,
This-
yeah, yeah.
Is live, Andrew.
I didn't know if Andrew was going with like This is live.
Or is this live?
live?
Mayor, thank you. Julie gifted 5 memberships. Love that. Appreciate
Getting
it.
Julie on the Monterey Monorail. But punctuation is very important, kids. Just letting you know. We'll know what you're saying a lot better. Punctuation.
Yeah, and we're not grammar Nazis. Knox is, if you know Knox. He'll come after you, but not us.
Maybe try to get out of the way. But in this case, this vehicle backed up, and they let this person get into the rear seat with no objection.
I was in a hurry. I only smoked about 3, not even half a cigarette, really, because, you know,
that has lost air. And you can
every
see
time I leave, there's a
very
problem.
Clearly from Air 7 HD.
Technical issues.
A little bit of we can get a focus better on that one, but you could see it a moment ago. Very
yes, thank you, Julie,
back
for
wheel
those gifted memberships. If you want to get one of those free memberships, make sure you got gifts turned on. Yeah, turn them on if you want them.
in reverse. The propulsion will be affected. But well,
it's not one of the nicest looking vehicles I've seen.
There, Bruce.
Did he just say propulsion? Oh my God! All these $3 words he's using.
So maybe it won't affect it as much, but either
You
way,
use your mouth better than a girl down there on Figueroa.
You're also, sorry, you're dealing with a heavier tonnage vehicle, just like the pickup. It's a little.
Yeah, but he had on. That's definitely not him driving. I'll tell you that.
No, definitely not him.
So as that tire
He's got a black
disintegrates,
shirt on.
the rim disintegrates, it's going to lock up, and that
They are. They have stayed with the entire way. Good point. Are you kind of surprised they haven't backed off and called this one off for a few moments? Because they usually do that.
It's it typically goes with whatever the suspected charge is. So with this being a kind of a heavier charge, I'm guessing they're going to stay on them.
ready in the event that this vehicle does.
Golf released it out of Vampire 5 Bones. Thank you. What? 2 crown pot, roast buns, carrots, onions. Look at you.
Oh my God, Norwegian. Oh my God, she's importing bread.
I mean, I can't even afford rye bread. She's getting it from Norway. Be right back.
I can't even get that regular old bread. You're importing stuff from Norwegian areas.
Dangerous at this speed, Bruce, because not only is it you're not going through there so
Got quite a few popos behind.
to oncoming
I will
traffic.
golfer. Thank you so much.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 police cars. You've got to think the commuters know now what's happening because lights and sirens in that neighborhood.
All right, so look, they're stopping traffic through there, I guess.
Coming. So here we've got a right turn.
Right turn, Clyde.
Off of that was Imperial Highway, I believe, and now they've moved on to one of the side streets as well. It looks like 87th Street is what
So hard to see right now.
that neighborhood. That's what that street is.
I needed a wardrobe change because my damn camera is so annoying when it just goes all, it freaks out and goes all orange.
Oh, no.
These little areas, these little side streets we've seen there are.
Yeah, if our allergies weren't so bad, Emily's pretty sick. We were going to try and make it to Bristol for the night dirt race, but it's just been such a terrible week for us. So
More and more often we're seeing law
Side streets back. All right.
I agree. What a great Friday this has become.
They don't call it Good Friday for nothing, Creed.
They're letting it's more of a public safety issue also to block the intersection to allow the suspect vehicle and the parade of police cars to get through safely, in addition to also funneling them into an area.
Do you think maybe they were on the phone
now
with the police?
They wanted to funnel them in a place
Doubtful.
so they could get spike strips.
I think they're trying to plan their escape.
The suspect in this case.
I would love one of your new shirts.
But did
You think
not
that's him in the
avoid
passenger seat? The person that was in the passenger
all
seat, I don't think had a
the
beautiful
tire.
giant locks of hair, though.
It might have
Yeah,
been
and they were wearing a white shirt unless they said, hey, we got you some extra shirts back there. Change real quick.
completely. I mean, that
Like they just said in my ear,
odd that it was
Creed,
able
can you
to
go change your
disable
shirt,
the
please?
rear
Because your
wheel.
camera's really looking
Not
terrible. I was
the
like,
front.
yeah, no problem.
But
It's not working out for us,
noticed
bud.
that when she swerved,
I mean, I like
to
Fago.
miss,
Is that
she didn't miss it on the back end, and that's what disabled that back tire. Does that
And-
Nancy dropping some blessings? Thank you.
Yeah, also, when you have a
That
spike
black
strip,
thing.
it's a tack strip. It's actually 3 parts that will, as you throw it out. So you also have to retract it quickly.
Yeah, no,
so you
I'm
don't flatten the tires
I'm
of
kind
the
of
vehicle.
impressed.
Is
That's
it
kind of
pursuit?
somewhat their go-to.
I actually
usually.
had that once on a
Yeah,
robbery
Fleming
charge
Rickshaw, I think it's,
where I
again,
took it
the
out of
charge.
and
Um,
a vehicle rolled over it and got 4 flat tires.
Maybe they're worried he might
It's real.
carjack somebody else or something.
Well, we saw that in that barricades situation a couple of weeks ago, where one of the officers.
Yeah,
ran
I
over
listen. No
disabled
pit
that
attempts.
vehicle
They're
and
not
they,
going to.
called out
And apparently they're not going to try any spike strips either today. I guess that's a thing today. Keep in mind, this is a murder suspect. So each one is going to be treated a little bit differently.
A very unusual situation. We don't.
Georgia Peach, 10 bones. Thank you.
It is a carjacking, or if it was we're watching a
Georgia, good to see you.
nearly over when a Chevy truck had plowed through an intersection with basically no front wheel. It was perpendicular to its way of travel.
Nice wordsmith. My God.
They were able to plow through an intersection and get forward enough that when they pulled over, found the
he just pushes that red car right
Yeah,
out.
it really does. Right through it.
Other people in the vehicle jumped out at that point. This is
But it makes sense because they knew they were going to be switching out soon, so it didn't
You had
matter.
to get that car. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Jumped into the back of this vehicle. And that's when the Mazda.
Look at them women go.
We
Look
believe
out.
There are 3 people in that vehicle. Bruce Thomas and I believe that. Now we
Bruce Thomas? Larry, do you know him? Is that your brother?
Yes.
So that was an intersection that officers were not able to get to. They can't get to all of them, Bruce. Do they just decide we're going to pick one that we can throw a spike strip down?
What's up, brother? As soon as the millions of dollars worth of inventory gets clearanced out of the warehouse with the C&B logos.
If you go over there and look now, there is a shirt already up. Creedence Mikey logo on anything and everything you could possibly want, from stickers to shirts to hats.
Oh, Shelly, NASCAR ain't gonna say a word about that. I don't know why people are really do they have their panties in a wad about the Bud Light thing. There's no doubt that's about all that's on my Facebook.
I know. I'm like, really? This is all you can talk about? There's a chase going on right now. Why isn't this being on everybody's Facebooks?
Since this suspect stays in the general area,
I know. I go away, come back, boom.
Intersections, and maybe not throw down
that we need to kick Mikey out so that Creed's computer doesn't screw up. I still don't get. I still don't understand that.
That doesn't make any sense.
None.
The flow of traffic did not have the right of way. Drove through that intersection on a flat tire.
Good point.
This pursuit per se is that this.
No, my God. And I haven't put it up, but Marcel sent me a clip that he shot.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's zoomed in and it's like, whoa.
There was one.
My goodness.
With the Chevy.
Guaranteed, Stephen. And just run up to the window and bust it out and take them out.
The other driver.
Oh, yeah. They've already been called them MFers 10 times by now.
No, Ann. No. If you see, if they show that again, what we just watched, where they get into this vehicle, that is the Moira suspect, the guy with the beautiful hair, gets in the back seat, who Carol thinks is up front now.
Yeah, I don't believe so. I don't think so.
And kept them
that fire hating woman.
Carol is the fire starter.
Hey now.
Show some
I am the fire starter.
Really, not the smooth finish that you would normally see on a tire. So clearly, it loses its air slowly.
What?
And it's lost.
We're talking about the finishing on the tires now. The Goodyear's rubbed off on the side. He must have hit the wall outside turn 3.
So now you have
little rubbing, Creed. Little rubbing.
That's when you know you're an hour into a chase, is when we start talking about how the sidewalls are looking on the tires.
He's using big words like perpendicular or propulsion. You know, he's just going crazy.
Wolf Dog Mama, they should be able to, our wonderful constables should be able to help you there. You can also,
if you're on an iPhone, I don't even know if you can do it from an iPhone.
I don't even know
vehicle
how that works with
not
the iPhone.
Going to just back off and let this person go. So here we are.
But one of our awesome mods will definitely be able to help you with that.
There's a
there's one of those scooters that are all over the place.
Oh, they're
there.
Bruce,
terrible.
The kind of
Edward, I don't think so. I mean, they haven't been doing too much to even get a flat tire. Lord knows they haven't tried to spike them. So
no off-roading.
Also as you get into these residential streets, some schools are still in session.
Downtown.
So the population is more out.
Which one is it? School's still in session, or it's spring break? Make up your mind.
Yeah, certainly with a Good Friday, a lot of schools, even if they are in,
that's the age-old question, LP. And just like politics, I ain't answering that one on here either.
They were in session until yesterday. Now you've got, you've got kids there on the right waving to the person who is trying to. It is leading police on this chase, but again, you can take a look.
They'll pit at any speed.
You see, it is down. It is completely flat. The front tires are
how,
but
It almost looks like the back tire is flat. Just a second ago, looking at that. Hey, Chris.
It's going to be difficult to contine moving forward.
Must have.
I mean, let me see if we look at this. Can we tell any?
The steering of it, Bruce, will,
because we're on the opposite side of the car,
right?
On the front, but
while we're looking at the tires and the sidewalls, I think it's on the other side. By the way, Kieran, thank you. 5-0.
If it starts spinning on concrete, once the gets
what was that? Did they throw something out of the car?
Interesting. I'm refreshing over here.
It really looked like they threw something out of the car. They slowed down to talk to that lady.
There is starting to be a lot of people on the streets, I'm noticing.
Well, it's because it's been going so long now.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Kiernoff, I'm not going to read your comment. It's a trick, a trap. I'm on to you. While we sit in silence for a moment, remember, like this video, help us out. An incredible chase going on, over an hour,
and they will look into that. So, what would be anything that might help?
Good question. There's a lot of people that can tell you that here.
Huge, massive.
Maybe there's a wallet in there. Maybe there's an ID with a valid address on it. Maybe that gives the officer some idea.
So it's a purse.
We're not going to where the registered owner is. We're going to maybe this person's address to wait there ultimately, and maybe they're within this area that the geographic area where the suspect's been driving.
Interesting concept.
So the suspect,
Wolf Dog, I like the way you're thinking there. I really like that idea actually, and I think that I'm going to remember that if I ever am associated with something like that.
That's a pro tip if I've ever heard one.
It really is. Kind of like the families calling in of people that are in a chase and saying, "Hey, mentally unstable, slow adult."
Oh, powered by Hyundai. If you're looking to get a car in beautiful downtown LA, hit up the Hyundai.
30 minutes or so. So we've had
speaking truths around here, my man.
In pursuit of a murder suspect, and as Bruce mentioned, they're feeling trapped. This person is feeling trapped not only because of the
come on now.
We didn't get
trapped.
Really? Bruce, if you're a murder suspect,
we didn't get a good shot
or whatever
of that other
how
side.
Will this affect your ability to get bail? I mean, you've now shown you are. That doesn't matter.
They're taking those speed bumps pretty well.
Person might be held in custody, and they're going to stay there until trial.
Anything, the damn thing could be overheating. Oh yeah, look at.
He's doing 29.
The wheel. See the wheel?
We'll have what's called a no bail.
It is. It's down.
Okay.
The money you can throw at the problem to get bailed out.
We can stay on either one you want. It doesn't matter.
We'll watch this one for a second because I like that we're able to see the people standing in the streets.
Yeah, I told you there's more and more people coming out.
To say, hey, we're not going anywhere, so pull over. Let's end this thing. Come on.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And, as we look here,
so that's why they're going so slow and looking for car number 3.
Pull over. Let's end this thing, baby.
Now, that is probably Hoover. Is that or
Hector? Is that true?
Where that street is.
It looked like a nice car. I don't know if it's that nice.
One of the main
he hit it in the ass and then drug his ass across the side. I'm pretty sure. So
this is the
yikes.
Of the pursuit.
A lot of nice cars out there in LA.
Weaving, trying to get away, but we do think that might be where they got the spike strip at least into the
the weaving there. They just I guess that makes sense.
Just a slow, steady leak of air, and so
we're on part 2.
Driving this vehicle.
Yeah,
looking for that would be part 3 now. If we get to that, it's crazy.
The adventure continues, and what a great picture! That guy is blue, by the way.
On this vehicle, if we get a chance to, you'll see
Papa
the
Smurf.
rubber is just starting to disintegrate now.
Hopefully, unless this thing keeps going.
The tailgate.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. The rubber is starting to disintegrate. I mean, that's nothing you ever want to hear.
No, that's for sure, especially as a woman. George Peach, thank you for the heads up. Kiernoff, 5 memberships given out. Thank you.
Solid as a rock. Thank you. Dick Harris, thank you.
Back of that vehicle, and can't really tell.
Oh, me too. I wish we could. 777 up above as far as how many people are here. I love that. It's a lucky number.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe wherever you're watching so you never miss a show, be it a live chase or
hit, Bruce.
Classic chases 5 days a week at 405. But we got to chase.
Disabled in this manner.
I will get to them.
Yeah, that.
I do not have to remind you
as
that there are
parts of the vehicle start to
778
disintegrate and
people here.
fall off, you're able to get more into the frame, more
And
into
I'm way
the
behind.
wheel well, more into the
FYI,
vehicle
as
axle area,
usual.
so the pit maneuvers become more effective.
Mm-hmm. But you still see so many people coming out to see what's going on.
Yeah, they're intrigued.
Of course, I don't blame them.
I would be one of them.
Hello, Chef. Nate's here.
I would be shooting. Hey, Nate. If your comment's not making it onto the screen, don't worry. It's not because we don't like you. It's just because there's so many of you.
This is called a carjacking right
But
now.
keep saying what you need to say, and I'm sure it'll make it.
That person was on the phone. So if that person had called authorities, then maybe they know the relationship of all those involved. Maybe it is still a carjacking. It did not appear as it was.
Oh, that damn Troyalty podcast added again. 10 memberships up for grabs.
That channel has deep pockets, baby. Make sure you subscribe to Troyalty Podcast right here on beautiful YouTube.
Driver, go up onto the median.
Heck yeah, I'd be getting my 2 for $1 tacos from the Jack in the Box or El Polo Loco and just stand right there and buy whatever they're selling on the corner of the streets.
I would definitely be out there.
Without stopping. Little cautionary, but part of the
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they call for a third. Seriously. I mean, if it's happened once.
Control this vehicle as if it were a perfectly good car. That was a recharge.
I'm looking forward to that, by the way.
You call it at the beginning.
Oh my God!
Out of the disabled.
That's
it's the war of the memberships. Love it. Fred Franklin, double F. Thank you. Real name, by the way. That's his real name. Thank you. 10 memberships.
I'm pretty sure. I did not 3 hours, but 2 hours on his show yesterday.
Creed, will you be my young lover? Carol, anytime, baby.
He's a little older than you, so he's going to be your older lover.
We're role playing, Mikey. This is a role.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're role playing, and I'm Dave the Flav's young lover.
Yeah.
Torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool.
Chases we've done, the person likes to get into familiar space in the sense that maybe they think they can get out, run, hide, go to a place.
It's true. They've seemed to have stuck
so maybe
to an area there for quite a while, but now it seems like we've been going for a while.
Possible that the suspect has forced them to go, but it's still,
shredded rubber and still going
for the community, and it's difficult. They speeding up a little bit. It's difficult to get them to stop because of the danger to the community. Can't just pit when all these commuters are around.
Well, let's be honest. There was lots of times that we could have pit earlier.
We may have hit some parked cars, but I mean, people in the get out of the road,
watch
get out
that.
of the road.
That's not good.
Oh my God, these people weren't even afraid.
Pursuit accidents.
Sometimes you got to get out of there.
Police, it's not the suspect vehicle. It's people.
Sometimes you just got to run.
Run.
At the incidents, and they end up getting in accidents. So that's the last thing we as law enforcement want to. But also, to your point, the pit maneuver
is the gift that keeps on giving.
Wide open operational area.
Fama Chad.
A multi-lane
Fama?
roadway.
It's in that state. I think they call it California.
On either side,
Mm-hmm,
pedestrians, that kind of thing, in order to do a pit maneuver.
Well, we've seen now the suspect here navigating through.
See, I don't agree with the freeway. I like when they get on the freeway because then the obviously the speeds increase, but
it gets kind of boring because they're not doing too much maneuvering.
And you got a better chance to get away. I feel you got a better chance to get away when you're in this kind of a scenario, but they're not really taking any chances, if you will. They're kind of sticking to Main Street. Oh God.
Maybe they're figuring out their game plan. Maybe they don't have it yet. Maybe it's in the works.
But it's the biggest.
Oh, gee, Sean White doing things the right way.
2 times in one day becoming a member. I like that. Well done.
Hello, you.
Well done.
Yeah, they've had a lot of chances to pit, especially now. Look at this spot right here. There's nothing around. That's why I'm saying I don't think that they're allowed to do this with a murder suspect.
Murder, you say?
Along with this chase, a danger.
I mean, it's at the point now. It's almost ridiculous. They're taunting you up here.
Throughout.
And Philip, that is part of the pursuit policies of all departments. they have to give certain factors to the watch commander.
Well, Lisa K, I appreciate that. Try to add a little spin, a little fun to it anyways.
Let it go.
No need to be bored during the chase.
They ask for is road and traffic. What are the
Hey, you
speeds?
would think so.
And they're,
I'm
know,
telling you
if
guys, you're
the
not
speeds get
allowed
too
to.
high, it's not
But
worth
at the same time, I think that somebody high up could say, okay, let's end this.
They're gonna let the pursuit
Right.
go.
Why are they going so slow is a great question. Why so slow?
Steven, I haven't even talked about why we're not in a parking garage yet or into a mall.
That they might be willing to just step back and just follow until the car comes to a stop on their own, because it did seem as if there were a couple of opportunities there.
Thank you. Yes, that's what we just said. Oh, getting close.
This person, but they seem right now
Got the freight train going behind them.
right behind, and just let this.
It's a hell of a dip right there, by the way.
Who you calling
You know,
a dip?
I think maybe law enforcement realizes this is not going to end in any way, shape, or form quickly. So we're just going to have to stay
Look at them all.
and let this play out.
That's not too bad. It's a murder suspect, for God's
They're
sakes.
not going to disappear from the pursuit.
I'd like to think maybe we've got other units placed.
It's a murder suspect, you said, yeah?
Oh, correct. You're looking at probably the highest.
Buddy, God bless you. Thank you, buddy.
They're chasing a carjacking suspect.
Nah, blah, thanks.
Who's still armed and dangerous. So they
The train
can-
keeps going all night long. The train keeps going
Yeah, this
all night long.
if this is a carjacking, that could potentially be 2 carjackings, because we
It's
don't know the relationship
not
with the
a
2 women that get
carjacking.
out of the truck. But if
Which sounds more sensational, that it's a carjacking or this guy was able to pull off having a vehicle waiting for him.
To me, the pulling off to have the vehicle waiting is even
That's-
more, because
Yeah,
it
that's way
takes
more
so much.
impressive.
Yeah, it takes so much to get that done, but
potentially facing anybody that might be assisting.
Maybe they like to make people think they're in peril, perhaps.
This was not
What is this, a
carjacking,
war?
it was an assist.
who's had some 20 freaking memberships? Look at you. My God.
Carjacking is allowed.
My God.
You guys are the best.
Holy mackerel.
I'm caught up on comments.
Oh, now he's going to leave.
Yeah, I'm going to go celebrate that. Why not? I need a
Celebrate
Mountain Dew.
a huge victory.
Hey, do you want to go over to yours for the moment while I'm gone, or you want to chance it? What do you want to do? Are you a gambler?
Let's see here. We'll go with mine for right now.
All right. Do you want me to drop the audio on here?
Yeah, just mute audio.
Got it.
All right. I'll bring my audio up and we'll enjoy some of this fine.
These pursuits by either LAPD or sheriffs, and they're trying, and their goal is to protect the public.
Who's handsome, by the way? Thank you so much. That's incredibly generous.
They were under observation. At least the initial vehicle was, and they were trying to do an observation arrest. So
by the way,
trying
if
to get
you
them off
don't
the
want to
street,
wait
so you
to
have to
get a free
follow
one,
them
you
and
can
pursue
always
them.
become a
And
member.
a lot of times that can become very dangerous, and innocent.
We do
people
members
have
only twice a
unfortunately
week,
died,
Mondays and
as a result
Fridays.
of some of these pursuits. So just definitely a tricky.
Why are we going so
riding
slow? I
fence
can't
here
figure this
for
out.
LAPD.
Yeah, and we've seen more people, Lou, out on the streets, people recording with their cell phones. You don't want
just
to do
don't
that.
get it.
This is an attempted murder suspect, someone we believe that has a weapon, someone that is desperate to get.
By the way,
away
I have
from
no
LAPD.
idea where
Significantly
Creed left off.
slowing down now.
Yes, if you see
until
Trollty
LAPD was sort of
podcast,
moving
that
into
is
defensive
that is
mode
our
to
my
get
good
that
friend Chris.
bicyclist out of the intersection. Mike, in the
You're talking to me?
Mike taking care of some business right now, but we saw the original vehicle when it was damaged. They bailed out of that and got in another car. Now this vehicle is damaged. He's down to the rim, so there's a good chance that could happen again. That they
Yeah.
could try and get in another vehicle and take
Yeah.
off.
And if not into another vehicle,
And I don't think this car is carjacked. I really don't, but we'll see.
They decide to stop, and both could run. And while you're watching this and listening to us, you can see how close he came to that pedestrian. That pedestrian not even.
I bet that
realizing
pedestrian
that
cussed him
car had
out.
Gone around. Wow, that's close.
Baby, don't make him
This
out
is
here
tape
like that.
video,
What's your problem?
From earlier that was on the right hand side of your screen there. These
All right.
now back
I
up
am
live images, but
scrolling down. You got to give me a
LAPD,
minute.
at least
I'm like
7 squad cars
1,000
following
comments
this
behind.
vehicle, not going fast at all, only like 20
Wow,
miles
just
an
past
hour
Kiernos'
here,
comment.
bumping it up now to 30, 40, but can't really go that fast. And one thing we've noticed that both of these vehicles have not really gone on the freeway. Or
Yeah, it's interesting.
Are they
slowly
watching the
stayed.
show? We just
One,
discussed
the
that.
initial
That's
driver,
crazy.
remember, he acted like he wanted to
The
get
will of
on
life,
one
indeed.
of the freeways, and then at the last minute pulled away. So
Not
they
to be
definitely
confused with
stayed
the
on
game
surface
of life.
streets, not trying to go in anywhere.
Go ahead.
specifically. So
Smoke them if you got 'em.
chances are, if we
Do what you
guess,
gotta do.
this is a familiar area, especially
Do
if their
what you
friend was
gotta do.
able to coordinate that quickly within like a 30-45 minute period, and now
Basically.
dropping that bag.
All right,
slowing down,
are we
dropping the
gonna
bag out
figure out what that
something
red
else.
car was now? We're
So
saying
it
it's
might
a
be an
Audi
area that she's
R8.
familiar with.
Is
Now,
that
why
is
are
that a
all these
thing?
Yeah,
big
yeah,
coming from?
Mike, what? Oh, it is
Oh,
what we
okay.
believe is a funeral procession. So that's why all of those vehicles
Oh,
have
Interesting.
we're
hazard
passing a
lights on,
funeral
and they're accompanied
procession.
by
Oh,
motorcycle officers.
a chase
Uh,
and a funeral
just
of a
unbelievable, the
murder suspect.
circumstances that come
And we end up in
together
a
in
funeral.
LA. But yeah, that is a funeral procession, and boy, that would have slowed the driver down if he
Wow.
was behind that, but he was on the other
My
side
God,
of
I
the
am
road. So an hour and
so
a
far.
half,
I still haven't
90
caught up.
minutes into this LAPD pursuit, initially in
That's
the
right,
area
Jeff.
of
Everybody think the
LAX.
Trollity
The
Podcast,
driver
who
wanted
sponsored
for an
my ship,
attempted murder with
my
at
trip,
least
and my
3
ship
other people in the vehicle, bailed out of the original car, which
to
was
LA.
down to a rim on at least one tire. Bailed out of that vehicle, jumped in another vehicle, which we believe was coordinated with someone. Don't think it was a
Well, at least
carjacking,
over here on this
but
channel,
now
they're
they're
not
taking
saying
off.
that
So
it's a
this
carjacking.
vehicle moving
That's good.
along West 103rd Street near the
No, I
area
don't
of
believe
Century
he's gonna bail
Boulevard
either. He's gonna
in
stick
Los
with it.
Angeles. 7 LAPD black and whites just behind them. Helicopters circling overhead. We have
Every news
seen
channel is
some
on this,
really
so
close calls
they're
with
watching out for
pedestrians.
each
A lot of
other.
people out. It's a beautiful afternoon, Friday afternoon,
Whoa.
holiday weekend.
His
Yeah,
speed just picked up. It's
MB,
really interesting. It's
just
going from
longtime
like
lurker.
0, it popped up to 100, and
Hallelujah.
now it's
Yeah,
back
And
to
tourist,
glad you're here.
13.
Don't be a
So
lurker.
what really
Be a
interesting
lover,
what happened just now.
like
We
me and
didn't
Creed.
have the shot,
We're not lovers, but we
numbers
love the
were
channel.
0, and then it's
Yeah, you were way
lifted
back
at
there.
100, and now
I
he's
just kept
Roy.
scrolling
50,
and
moving
scrolling
up to
and
60.
Roy
scrolling.
waits till the end to put up the
Knocking
first
back and
comment.
forth.
yeah,
What
yeah,
is he doing
definitely.
here?
Floors
My
are
God,
Mike
it was
running
I
into
was
some
so
more
far
traffic
back.
now.
Moose, go back, watch our hangout from today. We did earlier. And then part 2 is members only coming up hopefully at 5:30. We'll see. That depends on what's
It's
going
getting
on here.
close.
Did you get OG Sean White?
Yeah, the returning membership, or did he send
No,
over some
5
money?
bones.
Oh, nope, I did not. We just passed a funeral procession, Creed, which is
All that. That's crazy.
pretty wacky.
So he's by himself with those black and whites behind him. And you know what you're not seeing?
Absolutely
is
crazy.
the-
All right, so I guess ABC 7 is out heading to get fuel. They were the first on it, if I'm not mistaken.
They were.
I'm
They
going
were
to jump over to the not so friendly.
not so friendly skies.
Not so friendly skies.
So, you know, several black and whites behind him, but they're also tailing
TLA
the
is
pursuit
all right.
on either side, east and west.
Pretty neat.
Either to cordon off the area,
See
or
what
for traffic control,
their shot
or
is.
for officer safety if they put out a help call if their shots fired, that type of
They
thing.
seem to be
I thought it was interesting how you
far
said you just
away
saw
at
that
the
white vehicle
moment.
there coming to a stop where the
LP, great idea.
sort of fan out. That you said if you
Boy, they got a
see
great
officers
shot,
coming
though,
up
that
from
they just
behind you,
ran. I
not
can't
to
back it
like
up.
what you
Damn
usually
it.
do for an ambulance or
They just showed a great shot of the from that side.
Hmm.
Interesting.
happen. So you're kind of hoping
Oh,
that
I hope they show it again so you guys can
history
see it
doesn't
from that
repeat
side.
itself right now. But then you see that car, that
Are they
SUV
flying away too? They seem
driving
awfully far away.
into the Bank of America.
Well, we didn't see this where they went into. Is that
We're
the
on the
gas
other side.
station? Yeah, we were
We're
on the
the
other
other side.
side. Okay, that's the one we thought they were getting
This
out.
we're dealing
Yeah.
with an attempted murder suspect, and we're told that this person had.
Guys, this is why when we watch chases again on We Gotta Chase, which by the way we do at 405 East Monday through Friday, this is why sometimes we watch chases that we've already seen and don't even realize it because it's from a different news chapel.
And you get a whole different chase.
Yeah.
You see a lot of stuff you miss.
I hope they re-rack that again so you can see it from that side, though. Pretty interesting.
You know, if it gets farther south,
to see it
that's
that
gonna
way.
be good for us because then at least we might be able to get a little bit closer. Right now, they're still southbound on Western as the last 122, so we're looking in the right spot, but it's just so far away and out.
Let's
of
see
the
what
distance,
happens. All right.
and there's so much trees out there, but somewhere.
Why
right
are they
there
so
in that
far away?
area,
Are we near
where to
LAX
go,
again,
got a
or
glimpse of it.
Must be because
They-
so is KTLA.
And making our way
All right.
southbound.
not that far away, but we're like shooting up a street on my feed over here.
Like,
Like,
yeah, I
look at
think
it
it
from
might.
a distance. I mean, look, this is what we're shooting.
I don't know which one is better to watch right now, guys. I'm sorry this happens.
Let me check a couple of other places to see if it's any better anywhere.
Yeah, don't mind the McDonald's. Boy, if only we had that McDonald's thing still in place, we'd be rich today.
We'd be rolling in it.
We've seen so many McDonald's. Oh, we just saw him go by between the two buildings. Sorry, guys. This happens sometimes with chases. At least they're trying.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, everybody's this far out shot.
Bob, thank you. Mayor, apparently 5 memberships. Didn't see that either. Love it. Thank you, guys.
Right now, though, making their way. Looks like we got another.
Making their way downtown.
Looks like cars are stopping, so they got a red light, and we're continuing on southbound Western, and definitely in the Gardena area right now. LAPD, they've been chasing this car.
I just felt like we had went far away from there, but what do I know?
But this started. Gosh, I don't even know.
I know.
Long ago
I've lost
it does seem that way
right now, Stu.
Yes.
I mean, this pursuit's been going on for at least how many? 40 minutes?
40 minutes. We've been on an hour and 24 minutes. It caught it right as ABC got there.
Change your go back to ABC 7. Do you got it? If not, I'll go to it.
I do not.
Is flat. Okay. Was it a spike strip? Well, you know what? I don't know if we're ever really going to find out. Or was it a pothole? Don't really know, but I can tell
KTLA
you
leaving too.
That's the only big plus right now.
No, the shots far superior.
3 good tires on that car,
and I don't know why.
Yeah,
there's a
right.
They're just holding up traffic, I guess.
Yeah, and this is what enforcement. They want to keep the public.
Feel free to bring up your audio.
Okay. And it's live, by the way.
If yours holds good, if we need to, I can pull up ABC.
However, also it is to keep the suspect within knowledge of we're right behind you. We're not going.
If you drop your audio,
unsafe, and we're doing
my audio as
safely as we can. But it's also maybe.
Okay, I got to figure out where this other sound's coming from.
Mine's on mute.
Because you're going to see the lights.
There we go. I figured it out.
Before you hear that siren, that's just the way sound works. So
that's the way sound works, Creed.
That's
the time matches up, so we're good. This is all perfect. How did we get this shot? I don't know. A different chopper maybe come in and relieve the other one?
Maybe, yeah. What I swear they were leaving.
You saw law enforcement at another intersection that this person went
through. It might. I'm just telling you. I mean, we're within 40 minutes of it.
There's another spike strip.
We'll still do a members only.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it doesn't go too long, we're just hanging out the day.
I believe,
kind of chill.
Did you say Marine? Okay, so we just went past Marine.
And Maureen
right now seem to be letting
obviously they had some fuel. I don't feel as if they've been on it
more unsafe than
too much,
has been,
not
to this point.
Going 100 miles an hour everywhere anyway.
Why was everybody shot so far away, and now it seems like everybody's getting back on a good shot?
I guess, I guess it was just part of the LAX airspace.
Redondo Beach Boulevard
has to be
on the right for somebody who wanted to turn right. Now back over
little bobbing and weaving
to go through an intersection.
Yeah, guys, just heads up. Some news agencies like to come after people that watch chases on YouTube more than others. So keep in mind, there's a reason why we have to do things that we do.
Redondo there, going around.
I mean, we can use Fox a little bit, but not
I do.
a lot.
I mean, I got it. It's here. Got a nice.
Oh, just spit out the window.
Yes.
What a lady!
Nice. Hey now.
She's a lady.
See?
Whoa. She's a lady.
Some police vehicles trying to get ahead of this to deploy a.
But I mean, if you've ever watched Smoke and Skin, you know Damon can only watch certain streams. It's just the way it is.
Oh, that makes sense then. That was it.
They may be
there you go.
That to get some additional spike strips down, maybe hoping that.
Yeah, Texas Mama Bear, they got a second vehicle and going since, but we are. Here's a really good close-up shot of the wheel here. That is
Will she piss out the window next? She doesn't spit.
She's gonna hang it out and let it
hang
go.
it out and let it go
until it gets right back into her face, and then she's like, "Oh no, oh no."
The inhalants, nitrous oxide, and they just sat there for hours. But that vehicle wasn't going
that's a good callback.
Now, with quite the different scenario, Bruce, the day that the person just sat there and continued to abuse the substance, this person just is refusing to pull over.
I think she was spitting out.
And it is a murder suspect. And so
do they think that they were huffing NOS or something in there and they needed to
why are we bringing that up? Yeah, like are they doing some illicit drugs?
Each of these areas will
have
different tactics, correct? And so LAPD is going to be in charge.
How's this going to end? Anybody got any ideas in the chat? I have no clue how this is going to end.
Get her rolling in the chat. What do you guys think? I usually have a pretty good idea. This one I don't. This one I don't. I'm gonna. The only one I will put in my guess, and that is basically running out of gas, pulling over, unfortunately, and just giving up. That's what I'm thinking. But go ahead and put it in the chat, no matter where you're at. I just missed it. They still had that close-up shot, and she just right out the window, just like this. Just perfect shot too.
So it's safe to say she is not a hostage.
No. Oh, I wish I could back that up so we could see that. Damn it, that was great. I mean, super close up, and just
and
bam.
now you see more people out there as they see it approaching.
I gotta get Bob and Mayor
when you talk about the drain
the
on
monetary
resources,
monorail.
Bruce, I think that's one thing that people need to understand. Is that
I'll
when
never
you have this many
yeah,
officers
put it in the chat.
tied up on one suspect, that delays potentially calls that are of life-saving nature elsewhere, because you're having to go from a further distance.
All right, I like that idea.
Or maybe they're still getting the calls.
Edward,
correct?
welcome to the fam. Got a free membership. Love that.
At some point,
Nice looking fish there, by the way.
You can't have this many people involved in one pursuit.
Chicago by dawn.
The rest of the community.
Yeah, that's correct. You're borrowing from Paul to pay Peter, in essence.
Oh, easy. That's what my mom used to say. Ask my mama, who's Peter and Paul?
See, the crash thing, they don't seem to be going very fast.
I could see them going through an intersection and people not paying attention and cracking them.
And then there was
I could see that.
And here we are. When there's a desperation, when she starts to accelerate here, and the vehicle.
Hey, I saw them land a chopper on the street today, so maybe they just land a chopper in front of them and stop them.
Maybe they have more reach than we thought.
Gunship.
It just gets to.
German trucker Alex with 5 more memberships, and Bob paying $2 to tell us. I love it. Thank you.
Oh my God, are there that many people that want memberships? If so, make sure you got it turned on. You can get one for free for an entire month.
Now. And in the left turn
who doesn't
lane,
like free?
So far has not shown. Okay, now actually.
We're turning.
This driver uses the left turn lane to navigate around congestion and then get back on to the right.
You'd be surprised how good vehicles go. Sometimes I'm wondering if it's a run flat, because like the tire has not.
Down Van Ness. The refineries is what we're.
It hasn't started like.
So there you are. So there are spots around.
Like, look, I mean, it's low, it's down, it's gone, but it's not like starting to shred or anything. You know what I mean? So there's still, it seems as if there's still rubber hitting the road, if you will.
Yeah, I don't get that.
At some point, it has to end. And
are they near a nuclear power facility? My God, where are we?
They're getting more and more information about the people in the vehicle. And let's look there. Can't really tell what I'm. Oh, that's
That'd be insane if we get a third vehicle out of this
on the wheel. But we're learning more and more about whoever's in that car, basically by.
She's got her eyes on the road and her hands on the wheel.
Running the plates, they'll know probably who the driver is and how or if they're connected, right?
Awesome, Sarah. Well, welcome. That's.
Yeah, and even
wow, that's remarkable.
That's cool. I was gonna say, love your doggy there.
Oh, it's a poochie poo.
Pull over. No one. We're not gonna.
She's sticking her arm out the window again. It looked like for a second. So maybe she's doing a lot of flipping off.
And let's just end this.
She might. Deborah, 3 domes. Thank you.
Those are wider streets.
Thank you, Deborah.
Commercial, more void of.
Go out on the street and watch it go by.
So it's almost a perfect space to do it.
I know I would.
Mm-hmm. And I believe I was told that they're on Delamo now.
Well, we know this
So,
one thing about
here's
this lady.
the
She's a
thing,
spitter,
driving
not a
into the
quitter.
turn lane,
Good point.
Driving right in the turn lane when it doesn't seem to be necessary, because you have space there and now back into the regular lane. But maybe this road is a bit more difficult with a pit.
Little, you got time. Go ahead. You'll be fine.
Just the random
It won't
cars
end
parked
while
there
you're
and stuff.
gone,
You
I
won't
promise.
cause property damage, but now we're turning right. We're able to stay in the lane that they were supposed to be on. We'll get a street for you here in just a second. But the person,
For God's sake, I hope this
suspect,
doesn't
or the
turn into a
driver here,
standoff.
not at
Hi.
high rates of speed. So this is Western Delamo. This is west on Delamo. So if you happen to be down near Torrance, you're going to see a heavy police presence.
Heavy.
It's not.
It sure is,
Heavy.
Jonathan. It's still going on to car number 2 now. And by the way, 850 of you here. Please like, subscribe, notifications on. If you like chases, we try to catch as many of the live ones as we can. Also got a show that we do Monday through Friday, typically at 4:05 East. And we watch classic chases and other things that are fun along the lines of that.
It seems entering an intersection here, and that is a red light. And they are going through
Write that
Torrance
down.
Boulevard against the red.
Run a
and
red
everybody
light.
there seemed to see what was going on. So that's good.
It's a good Friday, isn't it?
Stop traffic and
Thank you. 420. I see what you did there.
Bestest Friday ever.
Is not stopping. But this began with a Chevy truck with a murder suspect. You're watching Eyewitness News. By the way, this is special coverage.
Eyewitness News live from the Troyalty Podcast Studios.
For about an hour and a half. So we thank you for letting us.
I don't know how this was going to
let
end.
you know what's going on here. But
I'm with you, hoping it's not a standoff.
Anything but a standoff.
Anything.
Oh, stay out of crosswalk over there. Run.
So that's Carson, and through the intersection, 2 people in a crosswalk with no idea what they're looking at. And about 6 or 7 LAPD cars.
Do you think these police don't have like their sirens on? They just have their lights on? Because I mean, you can hear sirens coming from a mile away.
That's
a good question.
Erratically.
I can't tell if the lights are on or not.
Necessary. Approaching another intersection here. Looks like they have the right of way now, or at least the.
That's right. It's Easter.
Seeing
for God's
for
sakes.
the most part.
Don't forget our Easter
seen
Sunday service.
Really, stubbornly refuse
will be coming in
out of the way or try to
in
get
our
involved.
Sunday best.
Now
Like
left
Ragu
turn
Monkeys,
here.
he's wearing right there his Sunday best.
Ragu Monkey.
All right, people in the driveways.
They haven't been in Torrance. They were in they were in the Westchester area. They were in down near downtown. They're in Harbor Gateway now. So
Not
technically,
Harbor's
this is Harbor
Gateway.
Gateway. So again, maybe they drove to an area that they wanted to get to, but they might just be in an unfamiliar area, and that's good news for law enforcement when they're not in familiar area, right?
That is, because they're not trying to go into an area where there are friendlies.
Oh, check this out. They just had a real good shot of it. It's starting to come apart now, this tire. So they're gonna be down to the rim here soon.
Why'd this guy bring up going into a neighborhood that has friendlies?
Well,
I
because
mean,
those
I
are
like
the ones that you take home with you
They're
are the
good.
best Sundays there are. I mean, come
a very aggressive agency.
If you're at a friendlies and you have a waitress, tip her
They're
heavily,
not
please.
going to relinquish control of this pursuit, but I'm sure they're
Oh.
getting a drain on their resources. To that
Every
point.
once in a while, Food Line would have them like 5 for $5. Those little
Oh,
Sundays.
wow.
My
But
God,
it's
they're
fine
great.
to talk
I haven't
about
seen them
it.
for quite a while because they're like $3. Which, by the way, I can get a whole
They're heading
pint of ice
towards
cream for that.
Carson, so I'm
you
sorry
know.
I missed the last of what you were saying there, but we continue to follow
Oh,
this.
Carol,
We are now
stop
at
it.
2:01, and we are interrupting programming. We will, of course, let you know when General
Stu
Hospital
saw him
will
change
air in
shirts.
its entirety. We're
Into
now
an
going to
ill-fitting suit.
to the
I'm
gated
just picking on you,
community,
Carol. It's
because
fine.
There is a murder suspect in the back of this vehicle.
Kevin, I'm coughing.
Probably 3 people in this vehicle. We
Thank you, hallelujah, to God
confirmed
blessings.
through LAPD that
Oh,
there
the
are 2,
blessings. They
but
just keep
Carol
coming.
hates
it does
fire,
appear
Jay.
we've seen 3. In a previous vehicle that this suspect was in, we saw.
Listen,
3
I
people.
grew up,
They have
you know,
been
on the East Coast, and we had a lot of friendlies around, and
Those
I didn't
people
realize it, but they're actually pretty
initially,
rare in America.
But the suspect
I
here
didn't know that.
is they were
Yeah.
on 223rd, and now they're in Carson. heading on Vermont. So Vermont is a familiar road that we've been dealing
Brooke,
with
welcome.
so far, Bruce. So maybe
Nice to have
they're
you.
they're
A little
southbound,
late.
So now maybe we're
Hour and
beginning
39
to
minutes.
move
I'm not gonna bring it
back
up, but
into
Yeah,
areas
not to give you too
of
much crap because you are a
familiarity.
member, and that goes against our rules. But where you
Yeah,
been?
maybe heading back north to get back over into that Westchester area.
That's always my
or
go-to at the
maybe
friendlies.
the area south of downtown. But I think LAPD is definitely weighing the opportunities to do a pit maneuver and end this.
Shelly's very friendly. I've heard about you,
Getting
Shelly.
Maybe they might be heading in the direction of Long Beach. Sometimes it's difficult to see, but they're on Vermont, and so now
Where we
you
got to
see
go.
that move out of the way.
Get ready.
Slow now. Have really
Very slow.
gotten a lot
Anything can
slower
happen. Viewer discretion, guys. Hang in
Yeah.
there.
The speed
Keep
is
an
going
eye
to
on the
be
prize,
inability
as
of
they say.
anything on
Getting
the
very
back. So
slow.
now you
Doors
have
opening. The
out.
driver, the
This is
woman.
so
Oh, whoa,
dangerous.
whoa, whoa.
The person is out.
Ghost
The
riding the
vehicle
whip.
now not being
Oh, he took his shirt off.
So
Carol
there
was
were two
right.
people, and
Carol
he
was
wearing,
right.
Congratulations,
oh my
Carol.
God, Carol.
That's the suspect that we saw. So he's taken off. One person is running away. This person
We got a runner.
He's on it.
That is, we believe,
Sure did. Oh, almost took the post office.
This guy's got legs.
Cat, you got it. Congratulations, you win.
They will be
You
able to
got
know
it.
where he is. Okay, now he's got his hands up.
Oh
but
my
still
God,
running.
what's he
So
doing?
let's see what ends up happening here. He is running out of gas.
Get on the ground,
in
asshole.
this circumstance, getting exhausted. He's coming up to someone's house.
Oh, don't go
Now,
inside.
this is a
For God's sakes, don't go
dangerous
inside.
situation. If he can get into that house, they have
These
two
people, these
men
vatos,
in
who
just
are
walking
these
away.
out of the
Two
way.
guys
So
here.
officers are now trying to get the suspect to get on the ground. These two people have
Got
walked
a
away.
little better shot over here, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to stay a little bit wider.
Okay.
I really have a feeling this is going to end well.
He's got his arms up,
but
so
I just don't want to see anything happen unfortunate right now. We just don't know. But this suspect definitely has their.
Do they know the people at this house?
Yeah, this is certainly the
Them
most,
two guys walked away very casually, though.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about that.
But this is the most volatile part of the pursuit.
It's a pretty nice house, by the way.
Viewer discretion is advised. It does look like he's listening, and
There they go. There
Okay.
they go.
All
There
right.
they go.
Wow.
Don't worry, this guy will get the help he needs.
But I still saw one person actually.
Does that say
track
Bebe
down
on the sidewalk?
We're gonna have to check on that.
I hope it
there
does.
Were two people
If this
inside
is
that
Bebe.
car. One of them bailed.
Boy, I'm gonna lose it.
Woman?
That's right. And the females, the driver of that vehicle,
And
she got
stuffed.
out, kind of walked for a little bit. And
Oh,
can
I
almost
don't think it
guarantee you they
does.
took that
I'm
guy-
really
that
sad.
woman into custody almost
Yeah.
right
What's
away.
it- what's it say?
Double check, but right now this person going into custody right here on Kaywood. This is going to be on Kaywood, the 22,900 block of Kaywood.
All right, I'm very
That's
confused.
where
You see the
this
Asian man standing right there that I believe is the
After
owner
a
because he was just being
long
consoled by
line,
the
vehicles,
one cop.
and that unfortunate
Who
crash
were the other two
really
dudes that
spent a
casually walked
beautiful
away?
car.
That was a
Hopefully
beautiful car.
driver's gonna be
I
okay
figured
after
maybe. Oh my God, look how long his. I thought I was wearing long shorts the other day. Those are very long
of that avalanche earlier on.
or very short. I don't know which one.
After a
Long shorts or short
long
pants.
I think we're good.
Well, yeah, that pursuit was almost 2 hours. I don't know about
Why
you,
did
but I'm
she
sure
jump
we
out of the
waited
car? By the
till
way,
this came to a peaceful end. It appeared that
that was
he
pretty dumb.
peacefully. So that is some good news.
I don't blame
that
them. I
there's
just
only
wonder
one
what they were.
death. And for what it's worth,
Those two guys standing by the house were like, "Oh shit, the cops are here."
it didn't
You
look
know, there's
like
a meth lab inside the house. Tell
All right, so
Grandpa to
we-
go.
We've been on live over an hour and
woman
40
driver
minutes, by the
that
way.
Got out earlier on and was taken into custody, and this is the suspect.
Mhm.
Hi, Debbie.
Very, very long. pursuit. Guy Fox is a thirsty bird.
Just call him Jorts.
We're really getting close to our 2
Ivan,
hours. Hopefully we
don't
can
get
have
mad.
enough fuel to get back to Van Nuys. But
That was a
this
great
is
one.
the
Good
type
way
of
to
pursuit that we
kick off the
cover
weekend. No
out
doubt
here
about that.
for sure.
860 of you still here with us. We
Injured
appreciate
and,
that.
very
And
little
all of you
damage.
need to like the video and subscribe,
Please.
Definitely.
especially if you got a free membership today. These people are throwing them out like no tomorrow.
No, he has no
All
Bud
right,
Light
so
in his
if you-
hand. It
if
can't be
you
Post
are-
Malone.
yeah,
He's
you
not
are
smoking a
just joining
cigarette
us,
and have a
this
Bud Light.
Nearly 2-hour-long pursuit of an attempted murder suspect has been brought to a peaceful end. It started off in one car. This suspect
Look at the
bailed into
random
this
clothing out in the
SUV,
street.
which also broke down because it had been chased for so long, was riding on the rim. And this is a peaceful.
Do you think
end
we
to
ran
this
out of gas
pursuit.
there?
You back to programming.
We're
gonna
going
have a
so
lot more on this
slow.
at 5.
He
Well,
does it, Muhammad Ali. I'm the greatest.
ladies and gents,
Well, looks like Carol's on that caboose, by the way. Good for you, Carol.
in case you guys were wondering, going to be 69 degrees in Huntington Beach for Easter Sunday.
Hey now.
Hey
Hey
now.
now.
All right.
Wow, that was a doozy.
Hey now. Got a little bit of time to rest. Oh, no, we don't. 22 minutes.
It's going to take you at least that long to read everybody's name on this monetary monorail. It's got to come back around.
That's a very valid point. Let me, I'm a little bit rusty at this. Let me see if I can find the proper. It's been so long. But I found it. Now I just got to wait for it to come all the way back around. Thank you guys so much. All the likes. For real, though, on your way out, if you haven't liked it yet, please do. It helps us out tremendously. You guys have no idea. Tells YouTube that you like what you're seeing and it should be thrown out to other people, kind of thing. My God, this is going to take a long time. Mike, I'm going to take a deep breath before.
Go ahead. I'm still scrolling down through comments, so you got time. There we go.
Still
Make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Have,
oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
I'm going to need some dew.
Here it comes.
Mary. Bean, German trucker Alex, who's handsome? I think is on there quite a few times. Who's handsome? Times 3. Dennis, Mayor, Mary, OG Sean White, and my Mary. Mayor times 2. Carol, the Firestarter. Power Stroke. TFI. Nancy, Big Matt, GTA, Julie. Mayor times 3. Iowa golfer Lisa, Georgia. Nancy Kiernoff the Giver. Trollty Podcast. Subscribe now! Exclamation point. Double F, Fred Franklin, OG Sean White again, Woody, who's handsome, MB, OG Sean White again, LP, Bob Mayer again. I'm actually doing so good I got caught up.
You're killing it.
GTA dropping some ships with a P. Bob, Deborah, like spinning pats, Kevin, the Blessing, Carol, and on the caboose, Shelly with 5 bones. Main channel. We'll see you at 5:30, just a few minutes from now. Yes, no, we're all right. Get her done.
Yeah. We're ready. We're in the sweet spot. Don't you worry. Tales from the Road will continue during members only, where I will give you the inside scoop that I can't give not outside the paywall because YouTube's going to come after us. Some of this stuff is very, very risque. So make sure you're there for that. You don't want to miss it. I promise. Creed, anything else before we slip out of here like Ghost in the Night?
Thank you guys. And Kevin, another $2 just to even it out. I like that. Thank you.
Evening it out. That's a perfect number. We love you guys. We'll see you back here for members only on the main channel, Credence and Mikey. If you're not a member there yet, become one now. You don't want to miss this. Until next time.
Just do what I tell you.
Bye. By the way, Clown Trousers was my nickname in high school.